Hi everyone, I am Kurt Wiseman. I am a singer, songwriter, guitarist, and sound engineer. Most importantly to me, a dad and a servant of the Creator. Life growing up wasn't exactly easy. My parents weren't a huge part of my life. My mom, she tried her best, and I love her for it. And my dad, him I met later in life. Actually, I met him about 3 years before I went into prison. Where I grew up, from a young age, we did what we had to survive. And that covers a lot of it. Not proud to say, but I partook. Survival was important. School was on the back burner, but I wasn't bad at it. And eventually reached a point where it was too much to do school and to survive. So I finished primary school, didn't attend secondary school. I went straight into labor to work and did whatever I could because I have no qualifications, no skill really, and not much opportunities. At that age, people tend to seek their ways to use you for their benefit naturally. And I just did what I did to survive. As I got older, I gained skills by working through experiences, Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I am this big religious guy and so close with God and all that, because at that point in time, I was real angry with God. Because the one thing I wanted to do, I never had ambition in my life. I didn't think I would live to see 25. So seeing the pattern around me, I thought I'd been either dead or worse. But He gave me something precious. My kids, my family. And that was the thing I was craving the most in life, above riches or anything else. Where family started for me, I made the decision that where I was living was not conducive to raising a family. So we moved. And in doing so, I found trouble. My family is, after God, my priority. They are number one. And anything or anyone that threatened that, I was not equipped to deal with it the right way. I dealt with it the old way. Old me would have, which is through violence. It was actually me running from trouble that put me exactly in the position to get into trouble. And that is what got me into prison. You see, you live all that time and without realizing it, you're always running from problems. And prison, for me, was a place where I couldn't run anymore. I had to face all the trauma, all the pain, all that I was running from, I had to face it. And that was hardest. I didn't honestly think I would survive it. I honestly thought it would destroy me because when I was supposed to get better, I was just getting worse inside. And thankfully, God always sends exactly what you need when you need it. The turning point for me, I guess, would have been where I started looking at myself differently. Where I actually started believing in myself. I started doing sports in the prison. I needed an outlet for the frustration because it was just mounting. I thinking to myself, my wife outside, and I have little ones. When I say little, I mean my youngest was 5 months at the time. And I'm not there for them. I provide properly. I'm not there to guide them, to protect them. But yet still I had to survive in this environment. So it's another lesson in adapting. Another lesson in survival. And then again, the anger there, the frustration there, and dealing with it in all the wrong ways. So, through sports, it helped a little bit, and with a little calmness to the mind, I was able to gain a little clarity, to gain a little perspective, and do one thing that I wasn't doing earlier, and that was being accountable for my actions, for my decisions. And with that acceptance, that gave me a sense of peace, that I was able to start to deal and process the trauma and the pain, and it wasn't by myself. It was all through it. I did something inside there I never used to do on the outside. Pray and fast and actually build a relationship, you know? That helped in ways that I don't think I could put into words. To say the very least, that is what saved my life.